Today we finish our series on Joseph, and what an amazing ending it is. After plotting his murder, bullying and attacking him, throwing him in a pit and selling him to slaves, miraculously, Joseph and his brothers are eventually reunited and restored. In fact, Joseph humbly and kindly welcomes his brothers, feeding them and their families and inviting them permanently back into his world. Genesis 45:17 says, Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Tell your brothers to load their pack animals and return quickly to their homes in Canaan. Tell them to bring your father and all their families and to come to Egypt to live. Tell them Pharaoh will assign to you the very best territory in the land of Egypt. You will live off the fat of the land." What a turnaround! Joseph's family go from the brink of famine, starvation, and ultimately death to a place of honor in Egypt. It would be simplistic to see this miraculous restoration of family relations without considering the process, the pain, and the healing required to get to this moment. Between chapter 37, when Joseph is rejected by his brothers, and chapter 45, when Joseph welcomes them, each of these men have lived out the pain of broken relationship. The brothers, I imagine, live with regret and shame and hurt. Joseph undoubtedly experienced rejection and confusion, maybe doubt that restoration would ever come. Certainly loneliness and enduring loss. I want to remind you today that whatever relationship tension you've experienced in your past, it's not a surprise to God. He sees you. He knows your pain. But the God who can take shame, regret, loss, pain, and loneliness and bring restoration in the fullness of time for Joseph and his family, he can do the same for you. Psalm 55:22 says, "Give your burdens to the Lord and he will take care of you. He will not permit the godly to slip and fall." And Romans 12:12 reminds us to be glad for all God is planning for you. Be patient in times of trouble and always be prayerful. As you continue to give God your burdens, live patiently and hopefully, and come to God in prayer, I'm praying that you will experience God's peace in your circumstances, his healing of your heart, and in the fullness of time that you will see our faithful God bring about his plans of restoration. So whether you need vision in your valley, the Spirit's breath of new life in your weariness, or whether you are believing for family restoration, may you know God's protection, peace, and nearness as you traverse today.